Well, the economy has really been facing a rough time, and the stock market is up and down, mostly down, and investors are wondering, where do they put their money? What do they invest in? I want to ask you that same question in your morning cup of inspiration, because people want to make money off their money and they don't want to lose their hard-earned money. So the stock market's kind of a scary place. Some investment advisors will say, just invest in the blue chip companies like McDonald's and AT&T and Coca-Cola. They've been around a long time. Others are more willing to step into some of these new things like cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin. Have you heard of this? They're digital currencies that you mine somehow. You have to unlock them, and people have made a lot of money and they've lost a lot of money. So it's a little bit scary. But Jesus had some advice for us in the Bible on what to invest in. In Matthew chapter 6, verse 19, I'm reading from the New International Version. He said, "Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where moth and rust do not destroy, and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." Jesus was kind of warning us and warning his disciples that wherever you're putting your money and your time and your resources, that's where your heart is. That's almost becomes what you worship. And Jesus said, invest in things that have eternal value, not things here on earth. You know, things all get old, they get dense, they get rusty. But when you invest in the kingdom of heaven, that's going to last for a lifetime. How do we do that? By investing in people. And Jesus also talked about that over in Matthew chapter 25, beginning in verse 35. He says, "For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me." Then the righteous will answer him, "Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you something to drink? When did we see you a stranger and invite you in, or needing clothes and clothe you? When did we see you sick or in prison and go to visit you?" The king will reply, "I tell you the truth. Whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers of mine, you did for me." So think about that the next time you see someone who's maybe asking for help or food, or they're holding a sign. I always ask God to give me wisdom to make sure that I'm giving to the right ones, the people who really need help, and giving to organizations who are investing in people and changing lives forever. What are you investing in? The better question is, who are you investing in? And who are you doing it for? We do it for Jesus. God bless. I hope that helps you today, and I'll see you next time for another morning cup of inspiration.